Hello my precious cinnamon rolls, my name is Fofo and I'm here starting a new horror game since I'm absolutely terrible at case animatronics, and this is Dead Secret. It may look like a VR thingy, but I'm not playing it with VR because I ain't made of money. I've actually played this before, but I would recommend I do a let's play of it. Okay. Well, it's not me controlling it, that's going on its own.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects. Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
So this is a murder mystery, but it's with a twist. So we just got in the house. That's oh right, I forgot how to control it. You have to use the mouse. This is us in the mirror. We have a broken arm. Oh, we've got an arm in a sling. We're an investigative journalist. Moment. We've just got a list of objectives. We don't have anything. Got some collected documents. All we've got is some character profiles. This is the guy who... No, it's a former colleague. My bad. Is it? Yeah, it's at the top. So this is Harris Bullard. He's the guy who was found dead. It's really, I find this VR kind of stuff really annoying when you're not actually using a VR thing. I wouldn't be able to use them anyway, even if I had the money for them. I think it'd be horrible headaches. A reclusive professor found dead at home. Retired college teacher found dead in his home. Body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for him. Police investigation concluded that Bullard had died of natural causes. He moved in several years ago. It's reclusive. Living with a former student who was a lady. Left everything to his ex-wife, and she's going to sell it. Okay. There we go. Can't open it, so we need something to cut the package open with. Old piano blocking away. And here's the crime scene, which you'll notice has got sutras on it. But it's locked. At least it'll become important later. Nope. We can't get out there. One arm. There's a piano. Is there there we go. A key! I don't know, we got the objective. That one's missing a doorknob, so we'll have to find that one. Nothing in that one. Okay. It helps us I've actually beaten this game already, so... Oh, we don't need a gun yet. Okay. Crime scene. Woo! That scared me. So as Bobby Sawyer found Bullard's body, he'd been dead for a couple of days though. Classic chalk outline. Oh wait. It ruled that hang on. Coroner ruled that Bullard died from pancreatic failure. Pancreas failure, that's a bit odd. It looks like the same author, left side of her, looks like one with... Who's a famous author writing about Japan? Dictionaries. The Snow Woman, adapted from an original translation by Lafcaida Hearn. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. His son heavily was making it home this very past night. God, the music's too loud, I can't hear myself. Just in the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman wearing a white gown was leaving his father, burning her breath on him. And she thought that someone was right. She said, "You're a handsome young man, so I will let you live, but if you ever speak this to anyone, your life should be forfeit." In the morning, the young man found his father frozen dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and happy, but the night of his father's death had still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the snowman. She was furious. She promised not to tell. She screamed, and before his eyes she became a tall woman with long black hair and a white canal. If it was not for her children, I would end your life now. Living now, I would spare you for their sake. If anything ever happens to them, you should pay the price. And with that, she nods into the room and God's gone. So this is a story that all this imagery will be important for the plot, which is why I read it. Now in its entirety. We've got a globe. Okay, we've got clay, one of those Japanese figures. There's a butterfly projection on the map, and there's a spot on the map for the next, which is Asia. It's kind of hard to tell with that one. Ah, there it is. Right. Oh, we pressed it. Oh, okay. I'd forgotten that happened. It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on the desk. Okay, so we put it on the desk. There are tiles on it, and there's one missing, so we need a tile. It's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads North. I think that's kanji. Joke. Something is after me. It's creeping around the house trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I have footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the idofocal lenses from their normal location, hid them in the study. I'll send you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. Sequence is west, east, north. Bullard hid something in this very room. Very suspicious. Be great help for my opening paragraph. Oh, there's a... looks like a lens. Okay, so we've got a lens, but we haven't got anything to put it in yet. I think. Yeah, we need some... no doubt, huh? Harris Bullard, I am Woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. Interesting. Who is the woodcutter? Scissors! Oh, we can open the package with those. Nothing in that one. Okay. Banker's lamp. Typewriter. We can't get the paper out of the typewriter. Okay. There's something under the couch cushion there, isn't it? No, page on manuscript. The man who could see with his skin. This is about idiofocus. So it's like it's the idea that you can see. There's a news clipping here. It says, "Eyeless Joe found dead in hotel." Nothing else under that. The thing about this painting makes me uncomfortable. It's very bleak. There's a record player here. I can't actually move there, so I don't think there's anything else in that cupboard, but it's a book. Oh! It's a lens, so I've got two of them. I don't think we can use them on each other though. A regular library. Okay, it's just a television. Doesn't turn on. Diploma. These masks are quite important. The Japanese. I don't know if they're kabuki or if they're something else, but the red one's obviously important. Oni or something? I don't know. Books. Okay. I think next we need to go back outside. Not outside, but back to the hallway. And whoa! Hello. I didn't do a content warning list at the beginning of this video. So I'll have to put it in the description. So sorry about that. So we've got a book of Kwaidan, which is a very famous book about, I think it's about a legend, a Japanese legend in the folklore. The television's on. That's weird, I could have sworn the TV was off before. Oh, we need to put the book. Put the book here. There's something jammed in there. It's a flat triangular wedge. It's the other. Put that wedge. So that's north. It's that one then. And let me just... nope, not that one. Oh! Damn. Clicking too much. Notes to Joe. West, east, north. Okay. If that's north, and then that should be south, right? So it should be... Ah, it did work. Oh! Terrifying monkey mask. I see, the lenses fit into the mask's eye sockets. It's like a weird pair of goggles. So now we have the mask. We put it on. And... Whoa! Hello! But there's something in... We saw a creepy demon guy, which is clearly wearing this mask. And there's something in the painting. There's a page. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is I'm being threatened. It started before I left the college. I get notes every 3 months from someone calling himself the woodcutter. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over the plans for the lunar dream apparatus. Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately the threats have escalated. I'm sure that I'm being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday with the mask on, I thought I saw someone reaching for me. It's a warning from my subconscious. I'm no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. I want to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you have to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for a big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands, Harris. So, we've got to find the safe. Right, okay. Means we need to go upstairs. I don't think there's anything else we need to do here right now. My hunter's right. Blood's death is definitely fishy, but I stopped review about it. Harris Blood's body was found by Bobby Sawyer. Bobby ran odd jobs for Blood. Could he have done it? It's an opportunity. Not just scared he was bruising about, I think, his secret research. Blood was being blackmailed by a woodcutter. That's it. Blackmailed by like I gotta learn how to say that. Lafkaido. Woodcutter, what's that supposed to mean? It's a kind of juicy detail that came here to find. Okay, so let's start any real evidence. Let's go check out what's safe upstairs. Oh, I'm gonna go up here. This music is bad music, by the way. This is... I remember that this is not a good music. I'm gonna go right. So if we put our lenses on, we'll see, hey, demon guy. And we can see there's something under the bed, but we didn't need the lenses for that. Is there another book there? Oh no, it's a tile. It's a plate with a circle there. Oh, it's for the safe. Okay. My place is full of logs. Oop, not that one. Is that comfy? It doesn't look very comfy. Oh, wow.
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it, the chance I've been waiting for.
That was a memory. Someone knocked over the lamp. So yeah, the palm prints are like collectible memory things. I don't think they matter except to give you some story background. I think maybe you get a Steam achievement. Oh, you can tab. Right. I'm not using a controller for this. Looks like two army buddies. Old men have two photos on a ship. Oh, Navy buddies, maybe. James Lowry. Nothing in the drawers. That's just me. There's the safe. Whoops. Controls a little funky. Harris Bullard, I'm woodcutter. I know your secret. James Lowry sends his regards. Lowry? Prime suspect. I bet he killed him. Okay. Nothing else in the wardrobe. It's the safe, but it's locked. Oh, but the dial is not for the safe then. Okay. I'm misremembering it. Cornfield. Outside, I think. Bullard's bed. Everything is boxed up and ready to move out. It was like a tomb. The air is so still I can barely breathe. H. Bullard Daily Log, November 2nd, even, 1964. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they're working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we're seeing is subconscious memory. The lens is distorted in response to visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of. They see what my conscious mind cannot. I usually propose that what we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams, after all, are a form of video focus. A time when subconscious comes forward and shows us truths that we might not otherwise recognise. What we're striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. As a control mnemonic, the math works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to a subject. We'll need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalise, providing the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. Permanent augmentation will require much elaborate apparatus. We'll need some kind of focus mnemonic to help the dream control the deluge of, the brain control the deluge of dream information it receives. Something large and ubiquitous, the moon, perhaps. The lenses in the weird mask. Dream thought. The moon. Okay. Bullard's bed. Everything's boxed out. Nice bed sheet. Bedspread. Nice old-fashioned made out of quilt. Whatever it's called. That's all empty. That's all empty. Empty. So we didn't find anything about the safe combination in here yet. So we'll go across the hall again. Oh, I should put me... Oh, alright, so there's something important in that chest. Nothing else at this time. Hero says helicopter maybe in Vietnam War. Helicopter... I think that's just flavour text for setting the scene, and we know it's the 60s, we know Vietnam War was going on, so... What do we have here? Dear Diary, today's none of it, this is different handwriting. It was 5 years ago that I found Dad's name on an old research paper for the UFC. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I never thought about it. It was just a name on my birth certificate. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He'd gone off to fight and just never came back. When we thought Mama thought he'd been killed. I remember crying at the kitchen table. The war ended, life went on. Mama died without ever finding out what happened to him. Used to hate him, hate the idea of him, hated my mother a little bit too. I figured Dad was just a deadbeat who ditched Mama because he didn't want the kid. When I found his name in the library, something changed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Deadbeat dads don't study physics, do they? What is he doing now? What does he look like? Is he married to somebody else? I traced him here to Kansas, but finding him is taking longer than I expected. This is Josie's room. Ah, this is what the dial's for, right? Oh, another palm print.
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would. It paid off. I found something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, hypothermia in summer?
Oh, so the autopsy cause of death was pancreatic failure or hypothermia, but it's summer, and he was inside on the floor. So how? I'm trying to get to that bedside table over there. Something. Okay, here's your latest chapter typed up. I think the story is becoming very interesting. I'm sure you can get it published. I hope you don't mind. I made a few edits and inserted a few details here and there. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. This is a fantasy sci-fi story by Bobby Sawyer. But I'm not going to read it out because there's so much text in this game already, and this is kind of flavor text. And I have actually strained my voice slightly yesterday. It's a phoenix, I think. Or vermilion bird, whatever you want to call it. Oh. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, there's a missing knob from the downstairs. I think it's the downstairs. Dear Diary, today Dr. Bullard and I built a chassis for his new weather device. It's weird as usual. I don't really get why we're building it, but Dr. Bullard even doesn't explain things. Tomorrow I need to go buy some bottles for the base. Today was Mama's birthday. She would have been 54. I bet she would have liked the work I'm doing now. I hope she's proud somewhere. I had the nightmare again last night. It's been over a year since I had it last, but it never changes. I've written about it over and over, but the writing seems to help, so I'll tell you about it again. I'm 5 years old in an apartment in Chicago. It's dark. I've gotten out of bed to get some water, but I hear something coming from Mama's room, and I peek in and see a tall man standing over. He has his hand around her neck. He's breathing hard, and in the cold night air I can see his breath. It streams out his mouth like smoke and seems to cover her. There isn't any breath coming from Mama. She's already dead, but continues to screech. When I was a kid, I thought the dream would go away. When I grew up, it hasn't. Okay. Nightmares. That's a safe combination, isn't it? I'm pretty sorry, downstairs. Okay. Lots of crows in this game. I think that's everything in here. Oh, hello! I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't remember it was going to happen right there. Oh, and we're now in a strange place in the snow. And I'm going to end this episode here.